That's all right. But Gary, let me ask you a simple question. Who did you lie to? And let me tell you why. And folks, please, this is interactive. So I'm going to have to ask for audience participation. How many of you sent letters to Representative Peters about the health care bill? Before? How about before the passage of the bill? Okay, sir. I don't know you. I don't think we've ever met, have we? We have? Boy, great. That's how you start a good political campaign. Well, you've got one of those faces that I wouldn't remember. Put it one more and he's voting for Gary. Just kidding, sir. Sir, you sent a letter to Representative Peters. Gary, take notes on this. And do you remember the form letter you got back? It said something to the effect of, I am undecided at this point. Right? Well, the great part about it is, Gary, you were undecided till Friday of the actual vote.
No, he wasn't, Rocky. He was undecided till Saturday because I called his office Saturday morning.
So Gary was undecided. But if you remember, if you watched MSNBC or Fox News or CNN, the Friday night before the vote, there were 43 names of the undecideds. And guess where they got that 43 names from? Gary, do you remember? You won't answer. They got those 43 names from Speaker Pelosi's office because they do a whip count to determine if they got the votes or don't have the votes. If they didn't have the votes, let me tell you, they would have postponed the vote. When they scheduled the vote on Saturday, I told my wife, honey, they're voting for him. And guess what? It was like Carnot. They are voting for him. So here's what happened. Gary is undecided. The list comes out. Your name was not on the list. His name was not on the list. So who is he lying to? Oakland County or Pelosi? Well, let me suggest an answer. I think it was Pelosi. No, it couldn't have been Pelosi. Because you got checks from Nancy Pelosi's PAC. You got checks from Steny Hoyer. You even got checks from that great man filled with integrity, Charles Rangel. Hey, folks, don't put him down because after we brought light to it, he finally returned some of the Charlie Rangel money. Thank you, Gary. A man of integrity. But yet, he's undecided. So who did he lie to? Nancy Pelosi or us? Because he wasn't on that list. Let me suggest a little bit more in this story. Saturday comes. He votes for the bill. Sunday comes. You come home on Sunday. And then on Monday, do you remember what you did on Monday, Gary? Let me remind you. You had a fundraiser with Joseph Biden that netted $1 million for your campaign, Mark Shower's campaign, and the Democratic Party in the state of Michigan. Let me tell you, folks, that was a thank you gift on behalf of the administration to Gary Peters for voting for that bill. Because the Vice President doesn't just make a schedule on the whim, and Air Force 2 doesn't fly off to Detroit just because somebody voted or they didn't know this ahead of time. So folks, let me just assure you that he lied to us in the vote. And then after the fact, if you remember, did you send a letter to him after the fact, sir?
I took the one he sent to me and wrote across it in magic marker, blah, blah, blah.
That's kind of where I'm going. Gary, you got to have better constituent services than that. So what happened next was many of you sent letters to his office after the vote, right? Some of you sent him little pink slips.
Some was hand-delivered.
Some of them hand-delivered. Do you remember what letter he sent after the vote? Anyone? Yes.
Yeah, well, how great it was, and how Oakland County wanted it, and blah,
Oakland
blah,
County
blah,
wanted
blah.
it.
But by the way,
How great
there
it
were no
was.
statistics in the letter that told us how many people were for or against it.
Well, he did say that Oakland County, the people that were writing him, basically said that Oakland County wanted this piece of legislation and that he thoroughly read the bill. Well, folks, let me tell you something. The bill came out on that Friday. We participated, our campaign was part of a group that supported a group that said, read the bill. And this is a group that was started in Tennessee where they read the bill and they had people reading the bill for 20 minutes at a time. It took them 3 days and 2 hours. And Gary, I would love to know what Evelyn reading course you went to because I can't read that fast. But I don't know of anybody reading the bill that fast. So he lied again about reading the bill and about